salacious. The company that I chose to do business with said, no, we're not going to do business with you, even though we told you we were going to do business with you. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, we can't do it. So be it. So guess what? I'm a real estate investor. I deal with situations I deal with people in critical situations. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna use that as motivation to get forward what it is that I need to do. At the end of the day, this message will be given to those that want to understand real estate. And I'm gonna give it to you for, how much, anybody pay? Get in here? Did anybody pay? I'm gonna give it to you for free. So guys say, man, why are you gonna give it to them for free, man? You know, I want to charge, this, that, and the other. Well, yeah, I can charge, but I'm not a guru, I'm a person that like to help people. I want to see people succeed in every situation, in every walk of life. American, Chinaman, Sri Lankan, Indian, Jamaican, broke man, rich man, poor man. At the end of the day, we all human and we all have situations, right? Real estate investing, he that owns the most land wins. Investor or not, of all the 1, 2, 3, we're gonna count Mr. Kraft's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many of these individuals do you think own real estate? Every single one of them. Mr. Kraft here, y'all know that guy, you see the logo on his chest. Having businessman out of Boston. He had enough real estate under his belt to push it out the way so he could take the majority ownership in the Patriots. You know when this happened? This was, I think, 3 years before, what's the pretty boy? Reagan? Let's go, he ain't no RG3. I'm just saying though, but he is a championship, he is a championship player, right? He's clutch. At the end of the day, I mean, he got a great line and everything, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he ain't no Drew Brees, right?
That DB, baby.
He ain't no Drew Brees. I had to put it up, there was somebody else that won it. Okay. Nevertheless, you know this guy. Owner of the, that's your thing? Well, I tell you what, there ain't no San Antonio Spurs. I'm not a Spurs fan either, believe it or not. But I did ride with him. You know this guy here? This guy here started an internet company in his basement. He said, I'm tired of working. The things that I done got these degrees and so on and so forth, I'm gonna go in the basement. Hey mom, I'm gonna holler at you later. Living with his mother. Sold this company, I think for, it was like 800 million if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere, crazy numbers I don't have in my pocket. But nevertheless, the shark here, I know her. How many of y'all QVC, Home Shopping Network? Anybody ever ordered anything off of that? Yeah. I know you've seen the commercials. At the end of the day, I can't put I forget his name, but I think he's a foreign investor. But nevertheless, he is British. Oh, okay, all right, rich, wealthy. Make them say, na 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 na. All the way to the bank. Buying real estate like it ain't nothing. It's amazing. I'm thinking of it now. These two are at the top. Master P and Mr. Trump here. Y'all remember when the levees broke?
Yes.
The levees were destroyed. This guy here encouraged every investor to buy up that area that belonged to the people that had lost everything. Buy the land, buy the land, buy the land, buy the land. Buy it. Because you know what? The money gonna come back. As an investor, that makes sense. Even though they haven't cleaned the area up all the way. But I own that land. I paid a little money that the county wants, $10, $15. But at the end of the day, when they do start building new things, because they're not going to give it back to the community. History says that. When they start building new things, guess what? These big companies that come in, guess whose land they're going to build it on? The individuals that bought it up. Remember I said history repeats itself, right? Have any one of y'all guys ever heard of Black Wall Street?
Yes, sir.
Tulsa?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Yes, sir.
After the tragedy had happened in Tulsa, immediately the officials came together and said, buy this land, buy this land, buy this land, buy this land. So investors was dropping their money. This is 1921. June 1921, by I think August 1921, they were selling the land and building up already. Building these nicer communities, so on and so forth, even though the community was making money where it would go around 12 times before it come back to the individual. Same concept, history repeats itself. Y'all know this guy? I ain't no good. Shaquille O'Neal. I remember when I was in 10th grade, I'm sitting in, I forget where it was, I see where he just bought a $55,000 house in Orlando, Florida at the time. And I was like, you got crazy money, why are you buying these little houses? Bought it and turned around and leased-stopped it to somebody and made crazy money. This man also right here, I don't know to this day, but by the time he retired from the NBA, had never touched one of his NBA checks, endorsement deals, real estate investing, so on and so forth. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken,
He just gave some real estate to a Haitian.
gave it to him, tax write-off. But if I'm not mistaken, he's a doctor now. He has his doctorate. That's what he is. We know this guy right here. Yeah, he tied up and invested in California and his home country as well. But at the end of the day, I mean, he still get that check from the state. Still got the state to fall back on. So, at the end of the day, it's simple. Everybody is looking for that. Yeah, financial freedom. Find the cycle and recycle it. Who has financial freedom? Individuals that I just showed y'all guys. Now, yeah, Shaq was drafted and Trump got his money out of the Tri-City, Kiyosaki. Any of y'all read Rich Dad Poor Dad? My chance. Y'all know that, you understand how he understood money before he even invested. I think you would say either you're gonna chase the cheese or you're gonna be the one to hold the cheese and let people chase. Find the cycle and recycle it. Therefore, in order to receive financial freedom, it's not gonna be given to you. Nothing in life is free. So you must plant a seed and invest somewhere so that it will grow into that money tree. So the cycle starts with planting an investment that grows into a money tree that ultimately reaches financial freedom. Come on now. Yeah, it is. So we found the cycle, whether it's investing in stocks, whether it's investing in tax liens, whether it's investing into small companies, small little whatever companies in your local area, if it's bringing you those funds to bring you that financial freedom, so be it. Now, the things that I'm going to talk on today, I'm telling you things that I have used personally to get to where I am today, where I can stand here and tell y'all guys the good, the bad, the ugly. That sound familiar? What if I gave you this concept here? Just roll with me here. Real estate estate investing is like love. It's work. From the time the sun rises to the time it falls. When you're awake and when you're asleep, it's money to be made. Definitely money to be made. 4 stages to becoming a millionaire real estate investor. These books here, books I've taken the opportunity to read to better me, knowledge-wise, so that I can achieve my millionaire status. Now, I'm not a millionaire, but believe I'm on the way to becoming a millionaire. The 10 roads to riches, Mr. Fisher, he speaks of there are 10 roads to making it to the millionaire status. One of them being real estate investing. Every road that he speaks of in his book are proven systems. I can tell you, like I said, I'm not a millionaire, but I can tell you what he speaks of in there, definitely. Eat it up, food for thought. A lot of these books, matter of fact, every one of these books, I get them on audio. So when I'm out doing my missions, or if I'm sitting at my computer and doing what I need to do, I'm tuning in. You know how many times y'all come in the office, I got the headphones in, I'm feeding the brain for growth. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. This guy had the opportunity to interview Mr. Andrew Carnegie, I believe, which was the richest guy in America back during the days when steel was booming. And you know how much knowledge of steel he had? None. He understood business. He understood there's a cycle. In every step of investing, running a business, being part of a business, there's a cycle. Think about it. When you got your job, you got there on the first day, they say, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to do. So you had to manage or figure out a way that I can do this, 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 in that time frame that's allotted, correct? So therefore it's a system that's built. The first step is that, simply that. Think of a million. Adopt the thinking of a millionaire mindset. Great books. Great books. Then we move on forward. Acquire a million. Acquire a million properties. Excuse me. $1 million worth of properties. And most people say, well, you got to have money to do this. Yeah, true enough, cash is king. But you do not have to have as much money as you think to be in control of a property, of a piece of land. You tracking? Like I said, if I take over the note and I pay what's owed on it, or excuse me, my tenant pays what's owed on it, you owe $40,000 to the lender, but the property is valued at $140,000. You see that equity spread? So if I got 100 grand in equity in this one property, if I got 10 of them like that, how much equity do I have? And it was only 10 properties. Acquirement, learning the strategy. And the strategy is simple as simple system. Start, fill up the water, fill up the bathroom with water, get dressed. It's a simple system. This doesn't apply to. It's just a, understanding. But when you learn your strategy, it comes together. It moves forward. At the beginning of the day, like I said, when I deal with individuals, I'm not looking for houses. There's too many houses in the U.S., but I am looking for situations. Building on situations. Third step, own $1 million. So after I have acquired the $1 million of equity in the properties, now I want to create that equity movement in my investments. I want to make that money. I need to touch that money. It's one thing to have $1 million on paper, and it's another thing to have $1 million generated to your account. You tracking? Managing, selling, leveraging, and exchanging properties. This is where that money, that equity is moving. This is where it's moving. I had I think I was, I seen an ad on Craigslist in Atlanta. Real estate is awesome. Individual was selling his house. He wanted $82,000 for the house. The house was valued at somewhere like $100,000. But this is, I should have put that screenshot in the slide. He wanted to sell his house. So you get in the house that's sitting on 4 acres of land, and he's going to give you his 2008 Lexus, note paid off, and I think it was another pickup truck, all in this one purchase. I don't really want the house. I don't really want the cars. I'm more interested in the house, but I'll take the cars because you know what? I throw them out there on auction. And guess what I just did? Found another way to get paid through real estate investing. Exactly that. When the managing and selling and leveraging and exchanges come together, when you start looking at houses, this is what you see. Instead of the front door, 6 windows, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, I just see dollar bills. That's Benjamin Franklin there. But keep in mind, greed is not what runs me. It's so many ways to make money in real estate, but the way that I go about making money is through helping people. So if I can take over your payment so that you do not have this foreclosure that's going to hit you for how many points? 250 points. I'll go ahead and make your payment, and I will go ahead and put in my paperwork where we will try to recash your loan within 12 months to lower your payment even more, so it looks as if it's a refinancing of a loan on paper. Am I not helping somebody? Solutions, situations, at the end of the day. The 4th step, receive $1 million. When you can generate $1 million in a year from the equity and the managing and the selling and everything, you done bust the 4th step wide open. Believe it or not, it is not as hard as you think it is. It is not as hard as you think about it. How much is it to rent a car out here on average a month? 140 KD. What's the exchange rate on that? 500 a month. Okay, so that's 500 that you're using a month. So 5 and 12, that's 60 grand. 6,000. 6,000. 60 grand, 6,000. That's a big margin. But guess what? I can still use that 6,000 to acquire a property, turn around and sell it to somebody else that's going to buy it from me for 25,000 in a year time frame. So that same year that I invested there, what if I invested it here and brought me back this? And guess what I'm gonna do with that money? And I'm gonna reinvest it here. I'm in the process right now. I purchased this property in a beat up neighborhood. I'm not afraid of what people call war zones or whatever. I'm not afraid of them. Yeah, I'm not afraid of them. Because here's the reality. Everybody needs a place to live. So where the individual that has to have assistance from the government to stay where they need to stay, guess who's going to make their payment? And if they feel comfortable in that area, I'm going to invest right there. Just like I invest in the $200,000+ neighborhoods, where trying to run $1,600, $1,800 a month is steep with an economy that we have right now. But I bust it all day open with 6 properties that's bring me in $500 a month. I pay the homeowners association, whatever they do with the money, that's as long as they, long as 9 times out of 10, the homeowners association is going to cover the lights on the outside, security if they have it, water, if they're incorporated with the county. This one property particularly I'm speaking of, it has water free. So anybody that finds a place that gives you free water other than Kuwait, now I can't give you free electricity, you know, but it gives you free water, hot water. You don't want to jump on that. And I'm gonna put it at a decent rent rate. It's not gonna be too high. It's definitely not gonna be too low, but it's gonna be doable. Tracking what I'm saying? So people say, nah, man, you're crazy, guy. Why would you invest into the war zone? Because it's money in the war zone. And guess what? I used to be in the war zone. Where you think I come from? This is what it is. I know what money is. At the end of the day, I'm trying to do what? I'm trying to get paid. And how I'm getting paid? Through what?
Real estate investment.
There it is. Let it grow from the other steps that you put in place. Let that million, whoop, 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 whoop. Next year, a million. Whoop, whoop. Next year, a million. Whoop, whoop. The next year, 3 million. You just let it grow. You find the cycle and you continue to let it run. Endurance to the end. Run the 12 months. If you apply, ladies and gentlemen, I said this at the beginning, knowledge is powerful, powerful. But true power comes when you apply the knowledge. Think a million, acquire a million, own a million, receive a million. Those 4 steps to becoming a millionaire in real estate investing. What is REI? I put up there real estate entrepreneur and investor. At the end of the day, an investor is looking for a deal. The least way they can get in, skin in the game as they call it, they're looking for a deal to flip that deal. You track? Several reasons why they get into it. Cash flow. Any of y'all can use an extra $500 a month? Nobody? Y'all gonna let me buy the whole US up by myself? Me and Mr. Anderson, our guest speaker. I greatly appreciate you coming. Greatly appreciate you coming. That guy has a lot of knowledge. Oh my goodness. We was talking on a deal the other day, and I was just like, okay, I got it. I see what she's saying. It all makes sense. We go in here, we do it. Capital appreciation, depreciation, tax benefits, leverage. At the end of the day, it all brings that right there. WEAL.